Mr. Olson,
Yes.
are you still getting flashbacks to the shrimp paste that you had last night on Wet Ones?
Oh,
I
did
missed
they?
that.
Did they wet ones you?
I tried many wets, and
Can you cast your mind back before the shrimp paste and tell me how the Tang was?
Does any time exist before the shrimp paste?
It's not just Tang, it's thick Tang.
Oh no, I had the Tang on its own. I just didn't have it with a nuggie.
They
I
had
wanted to know
Tang?
what it was
They
like.
had
no,
Tang?
no, I didn't have Tang.
Tang paste.
I had thick Tang.
Okay.
Just enough water for the Tang to pour.
Homogenate, yeah.
Homogenate, yeah. I mean mostly. Kind of
Mo-
gravy.
Okay, did
no,
you-
mine was smooth. Mine reached the point of
Oh.
smooth, like it was like a, like a drywall paste.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there was no crystalline sugar in there.
No,
That's not how it
was
started,
very.
but that's
It
cool.
was they're improving the thick Tang technique. It was very well integrated. Yeah.
I think that's just a matter
Excellent.
of time. I had it right after it was mixed last night, and you had it after
Well,
it was
they
delivered.
changed.
And was
they,
it
they changed the
magnificent?
preparation
Look-
method. So originally they started with water and just were dumping
Yeah.
Tang powder in
Yeah.
and then stirring it. But if you've
went
got
the other way.
kitchen experience, then you know there's like dumping a powder into a liquid
Yeah.
just leads to it like sealing into
Yeah,
balls.
and it's always wet into dry.
Yeah. So then
Yeah.
he flipped it, took powder, and then just kept adding liquid until
It was paste.
it was paste, and yeah. So the thick Tang clung to the
Maybe
nuggie.
It would be like college student orange chicken.
Excellent.
Like dorm
I
room
kind
orange
of want
chicken.
to try that now.
Almost, but it was so intense. It was like if you. It was more like if a chem student was going to make dorm room orange chicken and was just like, well, citric acid is like 6 cents a pound.
Like Tang developed in a lab,
I mean, yes,
concentrated down.
So Tang.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it, so it was very thick. It was just like, it was so acidic that everything else was just like very difficult to overcome. It was like eating, I mean, the thing I immediately compared it to was just eating like Minute Maid orange concentrate, like straight out of the can.
If you imagined a chicken nugget found its way into your Sour Patch Kids box, kind of that.
Times like 5.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, no, it was real intense. And then the pina colada mix
Yeah.
was horrifying and awful because it both absorbed and glazed the nugget. And then because of that, you wound up with like really sort of like layered flavor explosions, none of them good. And so like this like aftershock of sour like right at the back of your throat.
Yeah.
Like as you're trying to swallow this quite uncomfortable texture. And
I think I heard you say that the fluff hit later than the nugget as well. There's something
the
about that.
fluff is just like that much sugar in one bite.
Yeah, it hits your system.
It hits your
bloodstream.
system, yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very quickly. High bioavailability of fluff. And that one would actually be like, I would say that was the closest to a thing that you could actually do on like, I don't know, it's 3 a.m. on New Year's Eve, and you're just like, this sounds like a good idea. As long as you don't do what we were doing of like actually trying to get as much as possible onto the nugget for comedy purposes.
Yeah, no shoveling the fluff.
Yeah, that one's really just an issue of like volume. And then the shrimp paste
Bungo.
is Yeah, that one was the only one I actually had trouble getting down, just because. We're using like as much as you would normally put in an entire stir fry on a single
Well, here's
chicken
the thing,
nugget.
though, because like bogaong is not meant to be stir fried. You put it on fruit
Okay.
because you put it on mangoes, and in my family we did nectarines.
Yeah.
As the only Southeast Asian in the room right now,
Yeah.
I feel like I have to stand
Yeah,
up.
no,
for
no,
bogaong.
no.
No, that's
Oh,
true.
like the thing is that like it's not. It is very far from like bad. I liked the flavor. It's just sheer like
It's
the
a lot.
quantity
It is
that
a
you're
lot.
putting.
Dose makes the
It is
poison.
very much a lot. No, I agree. But again, you would actually put a lot on a nice slice of mango, and the
Yeah, but like an
mixture
entire
of the
slice
two.
of mango is gonna be like. I mean, also like mango's really watery. Like it's a
also,
lot of moisture.
I mean, it depends
yeah.
on the mango too, because
Sure,
you can have
yeah.
sweet mango, you can have slightly sour mango, and then you got the slightly sour mango with the shrimp paste. Really good.
I don't.
Really
I don't
good.
feel like
I could see that.
Wet Ones is going for quality.
We're not really
of-
going for
No, I understand.
distribution.
Again, I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand the bit.
I feel like
I-
they were going for
I get-
maximum potency of
Yeah,
flavor.
no, I get the bit, but I'm just saying that you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
This is a-
yeah.
Oh, it's not bad. Yeah, like they're
This is a thing that
These
we should
food-
explain to all of us who are too white to understand.
Well, I very
these foods
much
exist
found-
for like they're around. They continue to be made.
Yeah.
They're enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as I sat there, I very much found myself in conflict between like Dan the culinarian and Dan the comedian, and it's like, well, we all need to dig graves for parts of ourselves eventually.
And then for me, because it's just where my brain goes, Tang for me
Yeah,
is a childhood memory,
yeah,
and I truly, honest to God, with all my belief, believed that if I ate Tang, I would become an
I
astronaut.
was gonna say, yeah.
And so
Yeah, of
I
course.
hid the dry packages of Tang in my bedroom.
That's all you need, right?
And ate raw Tang as often as I could get it out of the kitchen.
I did that with hot cocoa mix. I got in
Gotcha.
trouble a lot for doing that. with hot
Yeah.
cocoa mix.
So for Tang for me means going to space.
Go to the moon. Just a quick reminder, we've got 15 minutes left on the Commander Deck Carrier and deck boxes. That's a $5.11 donation, or multiples thereof to get you multiple entries.
See,
15
that's-
minutes or so, we will draw that. And at 11, which is just under half an hour, or sorry, 10, which is just under half an hour from now, we will also be having the live auction for yeah, that is 10. I'm just making sure. The cross stitch from Sarah Serinde.
Yeah.
That will be live auctioned, live on camera, live at Desert Bus, live.
I do wish I had brought a proper water bottle so that I could just like actually. There's so much Tang powder
Yeah.
that Graham will not notice if.
Is
any
there
of it's-
more
if
Tang
any-
powder in
Oh,
the base?
they could only get the like
The industrial
3
size?
liter
Yeah.
canister.
They have the wholesale size
Yeah.
in the kitchen.
It was the only one they could find, so it's in the kitchen and
I know what I'm having
I was
after
gonna say,
shift.
we're gonna find Kate after this.
Graham would be very pleased if people minimized how much Tang he had left at the end of this
So you-
Desert Bus.
You made that like, well, they made that like Tang slurry, but like, how much is a sane amount to put into a glass of Tang? Is it like a teaspoon?
No, it's more than that, but it's like 5 tablespoons per liter or something like that.
Okay, that's more than I thought.
Yeah, I mean it's it's like Kool-Aid, where it's like, oh, like a little flavor packet. Now add a cup of sugar.
Yeah. Maximum potency.
Ooh, somebody's mentioning mixing Tang with powdered tea mix. We did that, like
Like iced tea mix?
iced tea mix,
Oh.
and the same kind of spices you would put in pumpkin pie, like cloves and
Yeah.
nutmeg and Tang, and it was called Friendship Tea, and it looks kind of like a sand painting when you put it all in the jar. Like there's stratifications as the tea settles separate from the Tang a little bit, and then you like kind of shake it up and toss it back and forth, and then it settles out again. That stuff's really tasty.
I bet that would kind of taste like a hot like cider.
Yeah,
Like
it's
non-alcoholic
like
cider.
a
Yeah.
like a hot spiced
Yeah.
wintry beverage. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it as a kid. Haven't had it in a while.